Hi 6th graders, today we are going to do 6.4, which is broken down into two parts. So this is part 1. Let's go ahead and get started. We are solving proportions today. Our learning target is I can solve proportions using cross products. So we kind of talked about cross products a little bit in the last lesson. That's just the butterfly method. Okay, so cross product is where in a proportion, cross products are equal. So that's the definition of a cross product. So let's go ahead and let's get started. If we have x over 6, we don't know what this number is, so we're just going to use it as x. Okay, we have x over 6 is equal to 5 over 2. We want to figure out what x is. So to do that, we're going to use cross products. And what that is that's where we take x times 2 and set it equal to 5 times 6. Okay, so over here in our number box, I wrote that out for us. We are taking 2 times x and setting it equal to 5 times 6. So now let's go ahead and let's actually get started. 2 times x is just 2x, and that's equal to 6 times 5, which is 30. Okay, now this is where we draw the line down our equal sign, and we want x by itself. So right now we have 2 times x. Remember, we do the opposite of multiply, which is divide, so we are going to divide both sides by 2. Okay, our 2's cancel out. We're left with just x on the left-hand side. 30 divided by 2, if you didn't know what it was, you could certainly use your calculator, and you would get 15. So x is equal to 15. So if we plug 15 in for x, and we use cross products, 15 times 2 is 30, 5 times 6 is also 30. Are those the same? Yes, they are, so we did it correctly. Alright, so now to use cross products, here are your steps. The first step is to cross multiply, and then the second step is to divide. And that's exactly what we did up here for our example problem. Alright, so now let's do 4 practice problems that we learn how to solve proportions. Alright, so number 1, we have 12 over r is equal to 8 over 20. So again, we are going to use cross products. So we're going to take 12 times 20, and I like writing it with parentheses, and that's going to be equal to 8 times r. And it doesn't matter which side you have your r on, that does not matter at all. Alright, so draw your equal sign. 12 times 20 is 240, and that's equal to 8 times r, which is just 8r. Alright, remember we want r all by itself, so we are going to circle r. And remember, this is like 8 times r. The opposite of times is divide, so we're going to divide both sides by 8 to get it out of that side. So then our 8's cancel and we're just left with r. 240 divided by 8 gives you, 240 divided by 8 gives you 30. And that is your answer. And if you wanted to plug it in and check your work, you sure could. 12 times 20 is 240. 30 times 8 is also 240. So we did it correctly. Moving on to number 2, this time we have t over 4 is equal to 45 over 18. So again, we are going to use cross products. So we're going to cross multiply. We are taking 18 times t and setting that equal to 4 times 45. Draw your line. 18 times t is just 18t. That's equal to 4 times 45, which is 180. Alright, so we want t by itself. We need to get rid of that 18. So remember, it's 18 times t. The opposite of times is divide, so we're going to divide both sides by 18. Our 18's cancel out. We're just left with t. 180 divided by 18 gives us 10. And again, you could check your work, plug 10 in there. 10 times 18 is 180. 4 times 45 is also 180, so we are good. I'd love for you to practice number 3 and number 4 on your own and then come back and check your work. Alright, so number 3, we have 9 over 6 is equal to h over 14. We're going to cross multiply. 9 times 14 is equal to 6 times h. Well, 9 times 14 is 126, and that's equal to 6 times h, which is just 6h. So again, we need to divide by that 6 to get rid of it. Our 6's cancel, we're just left with h. 126 divided by 6 gives us 21. Alright, and last problem, number 4. This time we have 24 over 36 is equal to 10 over x. We are cross multiplying, so we're taking 24 times x and setting that equal to 36 times 10. Alright, so we get 24x is equal to 36 times 10 is 360. We want x by itself, so we need to get rid of the 24 by dividing. And our 24's cancel, we're left with just x equals 360 divided by 24 is 15. Alright, and that is our lesson on solving proportions. In the next lesson, we're going to work on the rest of these notes, which is using word problems. Okay, so today you're just focusing on solving proportions, and then in the next video, we will work on word problems. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Bye.